This presentation is about barrier-free involvement within the student org community at Northwestern. The Student Organizations and Activities team defines a barrier-free organization as one that has no extraneous barriers to entry, like applications, interviews, membership fees, auditions, academic class restrictions, and so on. They should allow general members full participation in meetings, events, and other organizational activities. Applications and interviews for organizational leadership, like becoming a co-chair, president, or treasurer, may be used to determine specific leadership roles within an organization, but not as a requirement or prerequisite for general membership engagement. This is all to say, SOA defines a barrier-free org as one that does not have any barriers to becoming a general body member and provides an opportunity for a general body member to be active and fully participate in an organization. Time and time again, we see orgs who are promoting their recruitment processes use terms like application and interview. These terms insinuate that some sort of cut will happen as a result of going through the process, when in reality, all the orgs are asking for is completing an interest form or going through an entry conversation with an e-board member. An interest form may ask for someone's name and class year, why they're interested in an organization, and maybe any committees that they'd like to join in the org with an entry chat. So be really thoughtful about the language that you use, because words like application and interview deter people from wanting to join in the first place and promote a culture of exclusivity. Terms like interest form and entry chat do quite the opposite. We encourage you, if you're thinking about conducting entry chats with every single prospective member, think about putting together an entry meeting where all the prospective members can just come together. At one time, they can meet you, meet each other, and learn more about the org and different ways to get involved. This would save you a lot of time. It would also save them a lot of time. The reality is, making cuts to an organization does not elevate the organization's status. There is no one person on this campus who defines and sets the standard for what's considered cool or elite at the school. Cuts create an unnecessary pressure and feelings of deep sadness and hurt when simply getting into Northwestern was hard enough. Organizational participation is not and should not be about social capital, but rather finding a sense of belonging among those who share your same interests and passions. Everyone at Northwestern deserves the opportunity to get involved and be proud of their involvement. Barriers to involvement also disproportionately impact those who hold marginalized identities. Think about it. If you are asking someone to submit their resume as part of the recruitment process to join an organization, folks are coming to Northwestern from all over the world and have very different access to opportunities in high school. Maybe someone wants to join your finance organization and you're holding it against them that they don't have any involvement with a finance organization in high school when their high school didn't even offer a finance organization to join in the first place. So now here you are judging someone based on their past experiences or past volunteer involvement when you really have no idea what access to opportunities they had. This process adds unnecessary stress to students who are simply looking for fun and looking for community. Joining an organization is not something that is supposed to cause harm. It's supposed to be something that folks look forward to. Folks find new friends as part of the process, and unfortunately, when barriers are added to involvement, this can't happen in the way that it should. This process also adds unnecessary stress to executive board members who are the ones determining who to cut. You need some sort of standardized process because you can get really in the weeds with who's being cut versus who's not. Maybe someone has a connection to a board member, and as a prospective member, that might help their chances, and that's just not fair. It's not equitable, and it's not an inclusive process. If you feel as though your organization can't be barrier-free, you need to be able to specifically articulate why this is necessary to fulfill the mission of the organization, and more likely than not, there are ways that your organization can currently remove more barriers and be more inclusive and open to all. Here are some ways that you can do this. You can offer workshops. If you have a dance group that has some sort of audition process, there's still a very easy way to incorporate general body membership. Are there certain classes that everyone can be a part of? Can people help plan learning and professional development opportunities for the entire community? Is there another committee or two that you can add to the org that doesn't currently exist for folks to have a bigger leadership role as they participate? You can also put together shadow programs. So if someone is the business manager of an organization, a general body member might be able to shadow that person throughout their experience to learn more about what the role entails and potentially become the business manager sometime in the future. It's really important that you seek input from other e-board members as well as general body members. That's part of being an inclusive leader. So you can have thoughtful partners to think through what are ways that you can make your org more inclusive. As a barrier-free org, you get a barrier-free key to put on your boards or at your table at an org fair. So when folks are going about the fair and looking at different boards, they can see this big key and know that you're a group that they can join without any sort of barrier. This key will also appear on Cats on Campus. A huge perk of being barrier free is that you also have cheaper banner printing through SOA. Normally, a banner will cost more if the event that you're putting on is only for certain populations, whereas if your banner is promoting an event that is free to the whole community, it will cost less for your group. If you need any help with removing barriers from your organizations, certainly start by discussing this with your advisor. They're going to offer you tips and strategies that you can use to remove barriers. And of course, you can always contact SOA at studentorgs@northwestern.edu. Thank you so much for watching.